Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I am Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here today to show you, as soon as I get my camera here going the right way. I've had some problems this morning with this thing. I had to change stands because my camera was not wanting to work with me this morning. There we go. Okay, and so I'm here to show you how I made this adorable gift card. It would be great for a graduation, since it says congratulations, but it could be for anything. And it's just super simple. If you are in one of my clubs, then this is the gift card that we made this past month in June. Now we're into July, and so this is the final one for June. If you're not in one of my clubs and you're interested in a club, you can let me know through stampwithdeb.com, and there you can send me a message. There's a pop-up that comes up. Just let me know that you're interested in a club. I'm thinking about starting an online club. And so for my clubs this year, I am doing all fun fold cards. So we create 4 fun fold cards every month. You get the pattern, the PDF pattern for it, or the PDF instructions. And you will receive a pattern of one put together with the measurements written on it, so that you will have that to refer to as you're creating yours. And then you will receive all the product you need to make a card. So it would be like this card. You'd receive all the products already cut and ready, scored, embossed, just ready to go. So I made this one with our new Velvet Meadow Designer Series paper, which I showed you last week in error because I thought I was making, the other card was making it using that, but this one uses it. So I'll tell you a word of warning. When you're cutting this paper, if you're cutting a lot of it, be careful. Be sure to clean your paper trimmer, because the velvet comes off in the paper trimmer. I have a Carl that I use to cut for my classes. It's a Carl paper cutter. And my wheel got so jammed up, it wouldn't move. And I thought, oh no, now I have to buy a new one. And I don't want to buy a new one because they don't have my style anymore. And so I took the blade out, and it was just packed, and that's what was causing it to not work. But even if you're using our paper trimmer, make sure to clean that little blade off periodically. Just take a little, pinch the little end of it, tip of it, and clean it off, because you'll find that it will pile up on that blade. Okay, so this is our card for today, and I have one all cut, and all the measurements will be on my blog. There's a free PDF sheet there, project sheet. That's what we're going to call it, a free project sheet. So I have already done part of this because I didn't want to have to drag my machine into the screen. So we're going to start with the card base, and my card base is, I'll tell you what it is, and we'll look. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4. And it's scored at 2 7/8 on one end, and the other end is scored at 2 3/4. So they are going to overlap. Now, the only way I know which is which is by my paper size. This one's too big. So this is the top. So I'll tell you what, the 2 3/4 inch, I think, end is the top. Let's just measure it here. Love our grid sheets for this reason. Yes, 2 3/4 is the top, and the 2 7/8 is the bottom. You could do it the other way around. It wouldn't make any difference because they overlap either way. So, okay, so we're going to start with, let's grab my adhesive here. And we're going to start with putting this together, making our pocket. So I have some 1/8 inch tear and tape, which Stampin' Up! does not carry. But you could use a wider one. This is big enough that you could use a wider tape. I just prefer this one because then the gift card goes in there real easily. So we're going to start with that. Peel off our paper, the tearaway paper, and just fold this up. Gosh, I hope I just did the right end, right? I didn't. I did the wrong end. Okay. So the nice thing is this tape really peels off pretty good when you, so don't do what I just did. Do it right. Now I have a yucky inside. I might have to put a little something in there to cover that eventually. Okay, so let's try this again. 2 3/4 end, which is this end. This is going to be, no, I did it right. I did it right, you guys. The pocket is going to be on this end. 2 7/8, 2 7/8. This is the paper that's going to go on this end. I did it right. You're going to put it on the 2 7/8 inch end, okay, not the 2 3/4. So let's just put that back on there. See, I was doing it right. You ever do that? Second guess yourself and then you guessed wrong. I have. I took a terminology class, medical terminology, way back when my kids were young. I just wanted to do something different and something that, lo and behold, I didn't know how much it was going to benefit me when I took it, but it did. And so I took this class and I got to my final, and there were 2 words that I had struggled with back and forth. I don't remember what the words were, but 2 words that were close in, but had totally different meanings. But I could never keep them straight. And so at the final, I guessed one way, went back and changed it, and that was the only thing I missed on the whole test. What's that thing that I changed? So don't second guess yourself. Okay. This is a piece of the Velvet Meadow paper. And it has no direction. This flower group right here does have a die to cut it out, which is really nice. The die that's in the bundle will cut that out. So I'm just going to adhere that on there. So this would be 2 3/4 by 4 1/8, I want to guess. And then this one would be 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. So this is probably my least favorite pattern, this one, out of the whole set. So we're going to use the other side. So really simple card, guys. So that goes on the inside. This one goes up here on the top. Okay, then I have my circle. So what I did is I glued this strip of cloud cover, which is 1/2 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch, yeah, a 1/2 inch by 3 1/2 inches, yeah. And it was just a scrap that I had that was big enough. And so I glued that across there, and then I die cut it using my stylish shapes dies. And so this is going to go on the front of our card. Very interesting. I have a line across there, a nice line to go by. And we're just going to attach this right here. Okay. And then I have, I don't know where this came from. It's in my instructions. This pretty little petal bunch of leaves. Okay, and so I'm just going to cut it apart. So I'm going to start with this one down here. Can't decide where I want to go. And then I'm going to cut, this one cuts pretty good. It cuts, if you just cut it rounded, because your stem you're going to hide. And then I think I cut this one off. I think I cut them all apart on this. I really do. I probably used these 3 right here and cut them apart. So this one, okay. I don't remember anymore. It's been so long since I did it. Okay, so we need some dimensionals here. Let's grab those. And we're going to add our flowers here. I think I'm missing my greeting. Oh, nope, I found it. So the greeting comes from the, oh gosh, I know the name of this. It's in a pack. a pack of greetings. Let's see if I have one. I'm going to take them all apart. I took them apart and put them together in boxes so that I would have them and would use them. But it's similar. I can't even say this, a Firma pack. It's like something like this where there's a bunch of greetings in it. It's a black and white one though. So I can show you them taken apart. So I put them in these little boxes, which are perfect because now I can just grab a bunch of them and use them in a class. I want to use them up before they retire. So, but they come in a package, and we're going to use the congratulations out of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and attach that with glue. I'm all out of green glue. I can't believe I ran out of green glue. And I'm going to put that right in here, just like that. I'm going to take this leaf here, and I'm just going to cut the end off of it so that it's at an angle. I'm going off screen here. So it's at an angle like that. And then I'm going to attach that also. And just by tucking it right here, it makes it look like it's coming out from underneath it. And then I'm going to need one more leaf. I'm going to just trim that off. Put a little bit of adhesive on this. Tuck it right under here. Yes, I am going to need one more leaf, so let's cut one off here. And we're going to tuck this one down this way. And this one on top of it a little bit. Just like that. So this is just a simple gift card holder. You could decorate it any way you wanted. Oops. It stuck to me better than it stuck to the card, huh? But the idea is to show you how you can use this velveteen paper and create this simple gift card holder. And put those two there, and I'm going to put the third one up over here. And there we are. It is done. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you make lots of them. They're really simple and quick, and it makes a really pretty card to just be able to, and it will fit in a standard size envelope. So it will go in one of our envelopes. You can see it's the right size. And I am here every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And I hope you'll join me again for another card next week. See you later. Bye-bye.